If your feet often feel cold, if your legs tingle, feel heavy, or go numb after sitting for a while, you're not alone. Many seniors experience this every day. Sometimes it's pins and needles when you stand up. Sometimes it's a dull heaviness at night. And sometimes it's numbness that just won't go away. Most people are told this is just part of aging, so they accept it. They learn to live with poor circulation. But these feelings are not random. They are signals. Your body is telling you that blood flow in your legs is slowing down. The good news is this: improving circulation does not require intense exercise or medication. In fact, there is a very simple movement, 1 minute a day, done while sitting, that can help wake up blood flow in your legs and feet. In this video, I'll show you that gentle daily fix. It's safe, easy, and designed for aging bodies. But before we do the movement, there's one important thing you need to understand. Once you see why circulation slows down in the legs as we age, the solution will immediately make sense. So let's start by looking at what's really happening inside your legs. Fin 1. Why blood flow slows down in the legs as we age. Blood circulation in the legs works very differently from circulation in the upper body. When blood travels down from the heart to your feet, gravity helps it. But when that blood needs to return upward, gravity becomes a challenge. In younger bodies, this return trip is smooth and efficient. The blood vessels are flexible. The inner lining of the vessels responds quickly, and the muscles in the legs naturally help push blood back toward the heart. As we get older, several small changes begin to add up. First, blood vessels gradually lose flexibility. They don't widen and relax as easily as before. This makes it harder for blood to move freely, especially in the smallest vessels. Second, the veins in your legs rely heavily on movement. They depend on the surrounding muscles to gently squeeze them and push blood upward. This mechanism is often called the muscle pump. But when you sit for long periods, watching TV, reading, or working, those muscles stay relaxed for too long. The pump slows down. When that happens, blood begins to collect in the lower legs and feet. This pooling creates pressure. That pressure leads to heaviness, swelling, and cold sensations. Over time, reduced blood flow also means less oxygen reaches the nerves. And nerves are extremely sensitive to low oxygen. That's when tingling, numbness, and pins and needles sensations start to appear. This is why the problem often feels worse at night or after sitting. It's not sudden damage, it's a gradual slowdown. And here's the key point many people miss. This type of circulation problem is strongly influenced by movement, not by strength, speed, or intensity, but by targeted activation. Which means we don't need hard exercise. We need the right movement in the right place for a very short time. And that brings us to the most important part of this video, the simple movement that reactivates this natural muscle pump and helps restore healthy blood flow to your legs. Fin 2, the 1-minute movement that reactivates blood flow in the legs. Now let's talk about the movement itself. This is not a workout. It's not about strength or speed. It's about reactivating a natural mechanism your body already has. The goal is simple. Wake up the muscle pump in your lower legs and feet. You can do this while sitting. No equipment, no strain on the joints. Step 1. Seated ankle rocking. Sit comfortably with both feet flat on the floor. Without lifting your toes, raise your heels. Feel your calf muscles gently tighten. Hold for a brief moment. Then lower your heels and lift the front of your feet and toes, pivoting on your heels. You're rocking your feet back and forth, heel to toe to heel, in a slow, controlled rhythm. This motion uses the calf muscles like a piston. Each gentle squeeze helps push pooled blood upward out of the lower legs and back toward the heart. Repeat this rocking motion 10 to 15 times. You should feel warmth or light activation, not pain. Step 2. Toe spreading and activation. After the rocking motion, keep your feet flat on the floor. Now try to spread your toes apart as wide as you can. Hold for a few seconds. Then gently curl your toes inward. Relax, and repeat. This movement targets the small muscles in the feet and improves circulation in the tiniest blood vessels. Just as important, it stimulates the nerve endings in the feet, which helps reduce numbness and improve sensory feedback and balance. Together, these two simple actions, the ankle rocking and the toe activation, create a complete 1-minute circulation reset. You're helping blood move, you're helping oxygen reach the nerves, and you're doing it without stressing your body. Do this once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and once before bed. Consistency matters more than effort. But movement alone is only part of the picture. To support this process fully, we also need to help the blood vessels themselves stay flexible and responsive from the inside. And that brings us to the next important layer of improvement. Fun 3. How nutrition helps blood vessels stay flexible and responsive. The movement you just learned helps blood move. But for circulation to truly improve, the blood vessels themselves also need support. Healthy vessels are flexible. They open and close smoothly, and they respond quickly when blood needs to flow. One of the most important factors behind this flexibility is a natural molecule the body produces to relax blood vessels. As we age, the body makes less of it, which means vessels don't widen as easily as before. The good news is that nutrition can help support this process. Leafy green vegetables are a strong foundation. They provide compounds the body can use to support healthy vessel relaxation and blood flow. Beets are another powerful option. They help support circulation efficiency and are often associated with better blood flow in the legs. You don't need large amounts. Consistency matters more than quantity. Protecting the vessel walls is just as important. Blood vessels are delicate structures. Over time, oxidative stress and inflammation can make them stiff. This is where antioxidant-rich foods come in. They help protect the inner lining of the vessels and support long-term circulation health. Nutrients like vitamin C support the structure of small vessels. Vitamin E helps protect blood fats from damage, which indirectly supports smoother blood flow. Circulation also depends on inflammation levels in the body. When low-grade inflammation is present for long periods, blood vessels struggle to function properly. Healthy fats, especially omega-based fats, help calm this inflammatory environment and support smoother blood movement through the vessels. Together, these nutritional supports don't force circulation. They create the conditions for circulation to improve naturally. But circulation is only half the story. Many people with cold, numb, or tingling feet are actually feeling the effects of stressed or undernourished nerves. To address that side of the problem, we need to look at how to support nerve health directly, and how circulation and nerves work together. Fun 4. Why nerve health matters when legs feel numb or tingly. Cold feet and numb legs are not only a circulation issue, they are also a nerve issue. The nerves in your legs and feet are responsible for sensation, temperature, pressure, balance, and movement awareness. To function properly, these nerves need a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients. When blood flow slows down, the nerves are often the first to feel it. They become irritated, they misfire, and that's when tingling, burning, or numbness begins. This condition is often referred to as peripheral nerve stress. It develops gradually, especially when circulation has been reduced for a long time. The solution has two parts. First, restore blood flow, which you've already started doing with the 1-minute movement. Second, support the nerves directly. Certain nutrients play a key role in nerve maintenance. They help protect nerve fibers and support the insulating layers that allow nerves to send clear signals. As we age, absorption of these nutrients can decline. Even people who eat well may not be getting enough support at the nerve level. That's why gentle, consistent support matters more than large doses. In addition to nutrition, nerves respond very well to mild physical stimulation. Simple actions, like gently rolling the feet on a textured surface or using light pressure while seated, help remind nerves how to communicate properly. This type of stimulation doesn't overwhelm the nerves, it wakes them up. When circulation improves and nerves are supported, sensations begin to normalize. Feet feel warmer, balance feels steadier, and that constant background numbness often fades. But even with good movement and nerve support, daily habits can either help or silently undo your progress. So before we put everything together, it's important to look at a few common habits that have a powerful impact on circulation, for better or worse. Fun 5. Daily habits that quietly improve or block leg circulation. Small daily habits have a bigger impact on circulation than most people realize. Let's start with hydration. When the body is low on water, blood becomes thicker. Thicker blood moves more slowly through tiny vessels, especially in the feet and lower legs. You don't need to overdo it. Just steady intake throughout the day helps blood flow more easily. Next is prolonged sitting. Sitting for long periods turns off the muscle pump in the legs. Blood settles, pressure builds, circulation slows down. A simple reset is enough. Stand up once every hour. Walk a few steps. Or repeat the 1-minute movement you learned earlier. Tension is another hidden factor. Many people unconsciously tighten their hips, thighs, or calves while sitting. This constant tension acts like a clamp on blood vessels. Brief movement releases that pressure and immediately helps blood move again. Warmth can also be a powerful tool. Warm temperatures gently widen blood vessels. A short warm foot soak at the end of the day helps move stagnant blood out of the feet and brings fresh circulation back in. Even posture matters. Crossing the legs compresses major blood vessels in the thighs. Over time, this habit significantly reduces blood flow to the lower legs. Keeping both feet flat on the floor or slightly elevated allows circulation to move freely. Clothing and footwear play a role too. Tight socks, narrow shoes, or restrictive waistbands can quietly work against your progress. Circulation improves best when nothing is blocking its natural path. These habits don't require effort or strength. They require awareness. And when they're combined with the movement and nerve support you've already learned, the effects begin to add up. Now that we've covered movement, nutrition, nerve support, and daily habits, there's one final step that makes everything easier to follow and stick with. It's about bringing all these pieces together into one simple, manageable daily routine. Fun 6. A simple daily routine to support blood flow in the legs. At this point, you might feel like there are many small pieces to remember, but the goal is not to do everything at once. The goal is to create a smooth daily rhythm that gently supports circulation from morning to night. Mornings start the day by waking the body up slowly. Drink a glass of water. Then perform the 1-minute ankle movement while seated. This helps activate the muscle pump early and prepares your legs for the day ahead. During the day, avoid staying seated for too long. Once every hour, stand up and move briefly. A few steps are enough. If possible, repeat the ankle movement once more in the afternoon, especially when energy begins to dip. In the evening, focus on relaxation and recovery. A warm foot soak helps blood vessels open and encourages circulation back into the feet. Afterward, elevate your legs for a short time to allow gravity to assist blood return. Before bed, perform the 1-minute movement one last time. This helps reduce nighttime cramps and supports more comfortable rest. When these steps are combined, they take very little time. Most of them fit naturally into moments when you're already sitting or resting. And when done consistently, they create steady support for blood flow, nerve health, and comfort. But beyond routines and techniques, there's something even more important to keep in mind. Why consistency matters more than age. Many people believe that numbness, cold feet, and heavy legs are permanent signs of aging. They're not. They are signals that the body is asking for better support. The circulatory system is remarkably adaptable. Even later in life, it responds well to gentle, consistent care. You don't need perfection. You don't need intensity. You need awareness and regular movement. Start small. Commit to the 1-minute fix. Let it become part of your daily rhythm. Over time, many people notice warmer feet, lighter legs, and more confidence when standing or walking. That change doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. And it starts with listening to your body and responding in a simple, supportive way. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it with someone who may be dealing with similar symptoms. And if you'd like more guidance on staying active, comfortable, and independent as you age, make sure to subscribe and stay connected. Now take a moment to decide. What's the first small step you'll start with today?